What's up, guys? Welcome back to Coffee with the Klines on the Burn Bootcamp podcast. Today, we are going to talk about how we stay motivated to work out.
Yes, we are.
All right.
I'm excited for it.
Listen, it's very normal and natural that every human being goes through times of motivation and demotivation. I don't think Devan and I are any different from that, and so we're going to keep it real with you and talk to you about what do we do in those times of demotivation, or how do we make sure that we stay consistent upstairs, working out in the field, doing what we say you guys should be doing.
Well, I think that we should start in this place because people tend to perceive you and I as the owners of Burn Bootcamp, something that has changed their life, that they care about, and they look at us and they're like, okay, well then you guys must just do this all the time intrinsically. You're just motivated. You don't need to try. It's just something, you're a fitness person, just who you are, like all those things.
Yeah.
And I'll say my answer to this question when I first read it was it says, how do you stay motivated? My first response mentally was like, I don't stay motivated. In fact, like 50% of the time I actually like working out, and then the other 50% I actually don't like it at all, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And it's weird to say, but isn't that the common bond that we all have over working out, like over being a part of the community? Is like, I know it's a weird word to say, but this is what my mind thinks. It's like it's the collective suffering that of the pain that you go through when you do these workouts together. That's what bonds you together with people. And I think I'm more addicted to the bonding. I think I'm more addicted. I'm more motivated by, you asking me to go to camp, knowing that I'm gonna get some high fives and we're gonna work out together and we're gonna spend some time together and got some team members up there, and it's just like your people come on the floor. I actually think, and correct me if you think this is wrong, I think I'm actually not even telling the full truth. I think nobody likes working out. I think nobody actually likes
I disagree.
Working
I
out.
like working out.
Okay, I don't think anybody likes working out. I think they like the byproduct of working out, or they like something else that is a byproduct, like the feeling from it, the camaraderie, like the act of actually like going through that pain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't intrinsically
enjoy it. I guess if you think about it, I do like the byproducts of working out and I have to be in the right setting, right? I don't like going to the gym by myself and figuring out what to do. Even as, a personal trainer, like that never gets me motivated.
Mm-hmm.
I actually despise of having to figure out what to do and have to work out on my own. So I personally do thrive on like the right workout, the right environment, the right music, but then it's the way I feel after. So for me, when I'm demotivated, I'm not necessarily focusing on the workout and being like, Morgan, you gotta get back into that workout. I focus more on, I'm not getting those feelings that I normally get when I do work out, right? Feelings of like some mental release, some stress relief, some, feeling stronger, feeling leaner. I like feeling leaner. I don't like feeling fluffy. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I love my body, I love myself, but nobody likes to feel like you're like puffy and like inflamed and stuff like that, right? When I'm consistent with my nutrition and my workout, I feel better. And when I feel better, I am better at work. I'm better as a mom. I'm better as a wife. Like I'm just a better human being. So that's what keeps me motivated, because it's like this one act, even though you may not be motivated in that 45 minutes, the way it makes you feel the rest of the 23 hours of the day is worth it. So
it's just like you have like this emotional, tangible sense to your workouts. I have a mental one, right? It's more of mental toughness and discipline.
Doing a hard thing.
Doing a hard thing, knowing it's going to be hard, showing up anyway, dominating it, performing well, or as best as you could, laying it out there. It's the like the pride not like in a bad way, but like I'm proud of myself when I'm done, and that pride that comes from doing something that I actually didn't want to do is part of the addicting thing as well. So I think it's interesting because motivation, depending on who you are, can come from a bunch of different realms, but I don't think it actually ever comes from, I just want to go make sure my biceps are on fire and feel really painful today. I don't think it's because of that. Maybe it's because of the aesthetic nature for some people. Hey, I know if I show up and I put this work in and I'm pressing this weight, right? Yeah, exactly,
that's
right?
Still a byproduct,
I'm stimulating this muscle. I know that that's going to pay off in the long run.
Yeah. So I think, just to kind of go back to the actual question, how do we stay motivated? For me, it's focusing on how I'm feeling. And I also have a rule where, like, I don't want to go a certain amount of time without moving my body. But again, it goes back to because it does not make me feel good. So I think stop focusing on just the actual act of working out and focus on how it's making you feel, whether that's physically or mentally. And get
I
out
got
there and do
I
it.
got a little hack, like inside of your workout. This works for me. I just thought about this. So inside of my workout, if I'm trying to stay motivated, like within the workout, and I'm trying to like maximize my workout, I always think of something that I always think of something that I had failed at, like that was on the top of my mind previously, and I use my sets and my reps as a metaphor for failure. And I'm constantly having this self-dialogue that's like, hey, pick up that heavier weight, lift it until you can't lift it anymore, because when you do that, remember that one thing that you didn't handle very well, or the one thing that you failed at, that you or you didn't go far enough, you didn't push yourself hard enough, you didn't fail at it, you didn't get all the way to the end like you should have, you didn't exhaust all options, like you're never going to do that again. Use this weight to get all the way to the end, and the more you get all the way to the end, meaning failure, muscular failure, the more that tends to translate into these other areas of your life that you're stopping short at. Like you're feeling a little bit of pain, but you're not going all the way to you're feeling that failure. And that failure to me is what I'm chasing in the gym. It's part of the motivation, and it's such a counterintuitive thing. I had thought a lot about this to get to this point, but it's like the failure is motivating itself. And I think when you go back and you look at all the great successful people in the world, none of them ever were trying to be great and successful. They were just trying to perfect a craft, nail their art, be the best in their vertical at whatever it is. And so there was always an element to greatness of focusing on the actual effort as the reward rather than that thing that comes at the end of all the effort. That's a really simple question. Did we just go deep on that?
You went really deep.
Did I?
Yeah.
I think you went pretty deep too, though. I just think it's cool we can admit that we're not like motivated to work out.
No, I mean, it
hear
takes
that.
work, like especially the busier life gets, and just it's just not always there. And I don't think you should feel bad, but you just got to figure out what's motivating you. Whether that is somebody that you can meet at the gym that holds you accountable and it's motivating, or just really get in tune with like how do you feel when you take care of your body in this capacity, and start associating that with positive stuff, right? Like not always negative, like I have to work out. No, you get to work out and you get to feel better after you work out, and you're taking care of your body. And so when you can reframe it as positive associations to working out, I think that's going to get you up off the couch, because you've got to think about, like Devan said, what comes after you actually do that workout.
I did an Ask Devan Anything episode. If you guys want to check that out, it was on motivation and inspiration. 5, because they're different. It's motivation, it's inspiration, and there's 5 ways that you can get motivated and 5 ways you can get inspired, and you need both of those things. And so I'd check that out if motivation and this type of stuff interests you, or you're looking to kind of get out of a rut or a funk or like whatever it is. I know we all go through ups and downs. We call it periods of demotivation, and your job is to shorten the refractory period of those negative emotions that put you in that state. Just like Morgan's saying. All right, guys, but we're out of here. That was it for today. Coffee with Klines.
Yes. Thanks, guys, for joining us. Cheers. Have an awesome day. 2 claps on 2. Oh, you're drinking water. We're going to wait. 2 claps on 2. 1, 2.